So, kind of the morning after the night before, big test last night against a strong Rangers team. Steve, how was it? How was the day? How was the game?
An amazing day for us as a club. The players, the coaches, the staff that we got over here. I don't think Bracknell Town have ever played Scottish opposition. I don't think Bracknell Town will probably play anyone as good as Rangers very often. So the build-up was great. The boys have been amazing for the last 3 days over here. We had a training session yesterday morning, just looking at patterns of play and how we're going to line up and playing against a top team. For the first half yesterday, last night, they put that into action. What we worked on yesterday morning worked quite well against a well-drilled, great football inside like Rangers. Yeah, that was good, awesome.
Quite a big difference though in kind of preparation leading into this tournament. Rangers in contact time. Just talk about that. So how much contact time would a Category 1 type academy have with a player week to week?
Yeah, we were chatting with their members of staff after their coach Brian Gilmore after the game. Amazing guys, by the way. Really happy to chat and kind of communicate and chat about the way they do things up in Rangers. But they have their players 18 hours a week contact time on the field, so that's just their time on the field. They'll also have them work with more off the pitch with their psychology and their strength and conditioning, but 18 hours a week on field with their players. We have 3. So
pitch size as well. You can imagine them being on full size pitches, working on rotations. You said they had 6 rotations, and you could see it. It was evident that there was always something different, and it kept our boys on their toes. They was always doing something. So contact time 18 hours. Obviously we've only got 3, and I think as the game progressed, you could tell. That was evident, and we started tired.
We spent a lot of the game trying to counteract how they were playing. So I'm guessing our stats for the distances ran will be more than their guys, because we had to chase them a lot, try and kind of stop them playing as well as they can. So for the first sort of 50 minutes or so, we would have worked our socks off just trying to counteract how they played. And they're a top side. We were chatting again to the guys after. We've got 13 internationals.
I think, on that, we 13 internationals and then a player on the bench valued at
accordingly 1.2 million. So that's what Rangers have put on value of one of their players. So that's the game we were involved with. That's how exciting it was. And
it was a bit of a game of 2 halves, because kind of coming into the break, we went into the break 2 down.
Yeah, 2 down at half time, and probably 2 kind of soft goals really. The first one a penalty. Yeah, I've seen them given, but if we went down, we would have probably said a penalty. If it was against you, you would probably say a little bit soft. And then I think their second, we're having debates about this. I think it was a cross that kind of just went in.
Yeah.
A couple of others think maybe he actually meant it. I'm not so sure, but and at 2 to that we were okay. We were in the game. They weren't kind of all over us or anything like that.
We had chances at that point as well, didn't we? So it was kind of, you felt a little bit frustrated that you went in 2-0 down.
Yeah.
However, it wasn't like, we've just been played off the park 2-0. It was we still felt we were in it.
You saw signs in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of coming out of the second half, you come out in the second half with a bit more of an attack-minded mentality. You kind of pressed them early in that second half and worried them
we kind of, with our games back at home, when we're playing opposition and are obviously not quite as strong as Rangers, we have a real full press. We'll go and press teams as high as we can, try and nick the ball and then play from there really. So knowing our pre-match conversations, we'll probably need to sit in a little bit initially just so that we don't get outrun to start with. So second half, at half time we spoke to the boys and just said, let's have a go now. Let's really go and high press and try and nick the ball higher to then go and attack. And actually, 5 minutes into the second half, 10 minutes maybe, we then did that, pressed a bit higher, took the ball off them probably in their final third, and then Ollie scored a wonderful finish.
From where I was sat, it was it wasn't even, there was no debate. He shot.
Yep.
Beautifully struck ball.
Yeah.
Glanced over the keeper and kind of went
top corner.
So if he was on the kind of near side, scored in the far side.
Yeah. And it was a little chip kind of thing.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
In terms of it, just before he's received the ball, he's had a little look, took a touch, and obviously dinked it over him, and he just went. Fair play. That was.
And then at that point, we were on top.
Yeah.
We were on top.
Spell,
They
5 minutes later.
5 minutes later, Jack Penton, probably similar. We pressed high, nicked it off them again, and then he went past one and hit again from the other side of the pitch, very similar. Hit one towards the far side of the goal from where he was, and then it crashed against the bar.
Yeah.
That goes in, and you just never quite know, really.
Yeah.
And I think at that point we were really quite on top, and lots of energy, and then I think a credit to us, Rangers then made a few changes. So that £1.2 million player on the bench, I think he came on with two others that were...
He looked amazing, to be fair, when he came on.
Yeah.
The calmness he had in the box, in his own box, ball at feet, closed down. I think he had 3 of our players facing him down. And he
backheeled it out, didn't he?
Yeah, he backed it. It was
I think by Rangers doing that, making those changes, showed huge credit to us. They knew that suddenly we were in the game, and they had to change something, and they had some...
Well, they changed their shape. So we set up with a 3-5-2. We were quite disciplined, organised, and waited, and then we counter-attacked well. You know, and that was the game plan. And then, like Steve said, they made the changes. They put Speedy Gonzalez on the left wing, another one on the right wing, and went, right, now we're going to play 2 high and wide. We're now going to turn it up.
And they did. They went up a gear or two.
You could see their fitness, the kind of that 18 hours of training a week started to really show through. And only really, for me, did we... I thought we stood at points firmly and toe-to-toe with them, but right in the kind of last 15 to 20% of the game, their fitness, especially just their fitness and strength showed through more in that end.
I think absolutely
that period.
Then that third goal that went in kind of knocked the stuffing out of us a little bit. I think our adrenaline levels were right up there. That goal goes in, they drop a little bit. Our boys then suddenly feel, we're a little tired now, that we've worked so hard, and then they bring 3 top players on as well.
That said, once we boarded the bus, actually before the bus, after the game, great moment, the Rangers boys, and it was a very different moment to the day before. The Rangers lads came over, just their respect and their class, shook everyone's hand at the start, shook everyone's hand at the end.
The professionalism and the way top academies make their players behave, and I thought Rangers were immense. The coaching staff, very complimentary with us, wanted to have a conversation, wanted to talk football.
Very humble.
Very humble.
In terms of, they knew they were the bigger team, and they gave us the respect at the start of the game, gave us the utmost respect by making the changes when they did, to say, okay boys,
we now need to win this game.
Come on, we are Rangers, let's get this done. And then there was a crazy 5-6 minutes where it just went ping ping ping, goal. And then at the end again they were, they mentioned a couple of players, they highlighted they liked them, so
a couple of our boys they liked.
And then at the end they all got in for a team photo with our lads.
And our guys will remember that. And we're kind of chatting afterwards thinking, our boys might look at that photo in 5-6 years' time, and one of those players may be playing for Scotland in a World Cup, maybe playing...
It would be nice to get that photo and identify all of the Rangers players on that photo and put it away, set a diary note to get out of the drawer in 5 years' time and just see where some of them players are, because from looking at them, I think a few of them will be playing maybe internationals.
100%.
If you've got 13 in the squad now, you would
hope 1 or 2 of them make it.
And you never know in football. You don't quite know what the next few years hold, but they're a top team.
Then the lads boarded the bus. And I think as soon as the speaker came out and
music started going,
JP started his
boy band again.
They were singing away, and they kind of thought, we've been in a bit of a we've had a fight tonight, a test.
Yeah.
But they were buoyant.
Absolutely, and I think from our point of view, that's what needs to happen. The boys they're going to remember that day for a long time. We've got a few of the parents that have travelled over from obviously England that will remember that. We've got a few proud parents that understand that their boys are playing against a giant of a football club. They're not just
and it felt like that when the boys come out the tunnel.
Yeah,
that was amazing. Walking out the tunnel, the announcer doing his announcement, music on, good crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stadium.
Yeah, and actually some Rangers that they would have had some proper supporters in
there.
Yeah, it's not just friends and family.
If you go on social media, if you glance around in the crowd, there was various different Northern Irish Rangers supporters clubs present in the crowd last night. It was a very, very, it was a strong Rangers crowd.
It was an experience I think those boys will take away with them forever. Just simply because it's not a park pitch. They play in a stadium against professional
in a competitive game of football. We go and play academies all the time. But that was in my opinion, I don't know of a time, certainly in my time in recent history, I can't think of a time where Bracknell Town, first team through to youth teams, has played a competitive game against a Scottish Premier League opposition or any UK Premier League opposition.
Absolutely.
So it's a big moment. Big moment for the club.
Big moment. And we even had that conversation when Ollie scored that amazing goal. I think I went up to our bench and said, Bracknell Town have just scored against Rangers in a competitive game.
Mental.
Amazing. Amazing. That's just
superb. Yeah. So then rolling forward, so the tests, the boys just coming out of breakfast then.
Yeah.
Some of the boys looking a little bit tired. Day 3 or game day 3. It's coming thick and fast. There's not much time to recover. What's the plan of attack this morning?
We had a conversation last night. Today is probably we need to kick in as a coaching team today to get our boys going. They would have had the excitement and the adrenaline of playing Rangers, and that's no disrespect to Dundalk today. They're a big football club. They're not quite in the same league as the Rangers, so we're going to have to. We've got some tired limbs, so we're going to have to really get our boys going. We're going to take them for a walk in a minute and. Just try and stretch their legs out and have a stretch session when we get back, just to try and get them going and up for it.
It's the thing about today as well is obviously we want to win the game, but if we do win it, looking at where the other teams are that are sitting in this competition at the moment, there's a possibility that we could have Manchester United or Leeds next. So. As much as we need to say to the boys, come on, I know you're tired and everything like that, what a carrot that is to go for. Do you know, in terms of tomorrow, we played Rangers yesterday, we're going to do one more and we're going to go and play against Man United again in the stadium. I mean, to do that in those 2 games in the space of 2 days is surreal.
Yeah, it is. It's mental. Superb. Thank you very much. Good luck this afternoon, and we'll catch back up with you again tomorrow. After game day 3.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kane.
Thank you, Liam.